So in some of my more recent videos, I've had an overwhelming amount of support from you guys. Hundreds of thousands of views. Like this video, 300,000 views. I don't even think I've met 300,000 people. But with all of this comes hundreds of questions. I've chose 5 questions that you guys have put forward, and that's what we're gonna do. So this first question come from a direct message. I'll put it up on the screen. Basically, it's asked what my bike is. So it's a KTM 300. Obviously it's 2-stroke, TPI version. I know some people don't really rate the TPI system, but I've had no issues. But it's a chilly edition. I wanted something a little bit different. I didn't want just an all orange and white bike, so I thought I chose a chilly edition. It's actually the first bike that I have had with a with hydraulic clutch, and I love it. When I was doing the motocross, I used to get arm pump on my left arm from the clutch just where it was so heavy. It's a trick little bike. It's got a few different bits on it. Another thing, it's the 2019, but I tell you what, I have never serviced a bike that's been so easy. Do the air filter, literally pop that off, take it out, swap it over, straight back on. No tools, it's just so easy. Obviously I've done a video about it before, but you got the kickstart and the electric start, which makes life so much easier. The electric start means that you don't have to kick the thing a million times, but if you do get stuck out and about with no battery, you still got the kickstart. One thing I do have, little switch here for the heated grips, and it is a lifesaver for your hands. It's quite chilly today, I haven't got them on, but brilliant little bit of kit there. I do need a new tyre, we're running a little bit low, but other than that, that's the bike, does me perfect. I'm going to jump on, we'll go do some lanes and go through the rest of the questions. So this second question, basically where am I actually riding? Well, I'm based in Kent, around the Medway area, but this is what most of the lanes are like. Not very wide, at the moment extremely muddy and wet. But there's not really any big hill climbs or anything too technical that you get over in Wales. I'd love to go over there at some point. It's still good fun being able to get out on the bike. It's nothing too extreme, but it's just that little sense of freedom for a couple of hours. This is a nice lane, and where the steps are in place, it does make it a little bit more difficult, which is nice. This is actually where I used to live, so I do know where all these lanes are. But now I've moved, there are a whole nother load of lanes that I'm learning and trying to figure out where they are, which kind of comes on to my next question. How do we actually find these green lanes? Well, with this question, it's a bit of a difficult one because there's a lot of different ways to find out where these green lanes are. And I think it's a whole video in itself, so if you are interested in that, I will be making one in a couple of weeks. But from my experience, the easiest way to find out where your local green lanes are, if you Google byway maps, it should be the first link on Google. Zoom into wherever you are, try and find the lane, but all you have to do is find out where the lane is, what road it's called, type it into Google Maps, and then all you've got to do is pinpoint where the maps are. So when you're ready to go riding, just click on one, click destination, and you're on your way. One other thing you can do just to double check things is when you're on Google Maps is go on the street view, and then you can see the entrance to the different lanes. Makes it that little bit easier. But one thing that you do have to have in the back of your mind, yes, it's the easiest way, but it doesn't show you whether the lanes are open, whether the council have closed them. So you'll have to do a little bit more research into that, but the easiest way is byway maps on Google. So I've got a bit of a confession to make. I'm trying my best today, guys, but I'm pretty hungover. So my brother-in-law plays in like a death metal rock band, which sounds a little bit patronising then, but it wasn't. I had a really good time. We went to see a gig of his last night. The first time we've ever seen him. I've listened to his music and that before. I tell you what, it was brilliant. I had a really good time. There's a pub called the Red Lion, and they've got like a venue next door. But I thought, do you know what? I'd never get to go out and do anything like this. So I just embraced it. I was in a mosh pit. I was headbanging. Shame I didn't have the long hair that I used to, but it was absolutely brilliant. If you ever want to check his music out, they're Modes, it's called. But I felt it this morning. I had my paracetamol, 2 pints of water, and went back to sleep. So, do you know what? I'm just going to go through this. I think, fuck it. I'm going home in a minute. I don't know why, I wasn't even that deep. In my head, whenever I see a big puddle like that, I can just see me going, dude. What the fuck was that? Do me a favour, like the video. Now this next question that's been sent in is actually quite a good one. They've asked, do I have any advice for beginners? Now I think there's two ways that you can look at this. You can decide to join somebody, try and befriend someone that knows where the green lanes are and has done biking for a little while. They can take you out, they can show you the ropes and make you feel comfortable, but again, it depends who you go with. Last thing you want to do is kind of go out, get overexcited, try something a bit stupid and end up hurting yourself. But the other way you can look at it is you can go out on your own, you can take your own time, you can try things at your own pace, but then you risk the factor of being stuck out here. If you come off on your own, there's no one about looking for you. Let me get out of the way of this car a minute. Okay, so this one is for anyone that drives a 4x4. Obviously I'm out on the lanes on my bike, but I get a lot of people that drive 4x4s on the green lanes. Will their truck or their pickup or whatever it is, will it fit down these lanes? Get out, go for a walk down it, scope it out a little bit, try Google Maps again, or get yourself a bike. Then you know you're definitely going to fit down there. It's funny me telling you to get out, take a walk and explore the area before you go before you go driving down there, because I did the complete opposite about 2 weeks ago. A little bit bored, couldn't be bothered to get the bike out, so I did some greenlaning in the truck. I have completely scratched up the side of it, where obviously the lanes weren't wide enough. Where do we go? If you do watch any of the videos and you decide that you do want to go down one of the lanes but you're not sure where it is, just give us a shout, drop us a message or a comment. I'll let you know exactly where they are. Essentially that's what I'm trying to create this channel to be. I've picked this up as a new hobby. I'm learning as I go along, and if I can share that knowledge that I've gained and try and teach people how to use these lanes properly so we don't all lose them, I think that's a win for everyone. Going back down is a little bit more difficult because you've got to make sure you're not getting stuck in these ruts, and there's ladies down there. I don't really want to go running into them.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah, just me. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
I'm fine.
Great for you, isn't it? Grandson does this.
Oh, does he?
He's 9, yeah. He started when he was about 7. I must say, everyone that I've ever come across here, and walking down there, she's 9 now, so it's been like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Everybody's always
polite and
really polite.
oh, good.
They always, you know, go like that.
Good.
Is it you? Is it just
Yeah,
you?
just me. I've got no friends, you see.
But, yeah,
See you later, doggo.
You're just miserable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
People just get jealous.
Just want something to moan at.
Yeah,
Right.
of course they do.
See you later then.
Yeah.
So really, I've created this video today to help answer some of the questions that you guys had. And the fact that you're asking these questions clearly shows that there's not enough footage, there's not enough content out there explaining how we go about and how we get into this hobby. And when I first started, the first thing that I was interested in was what are the actual laws around greenlaning and what do we have to do, what can't we do, important laws that I think we need to know about before we go out greenlaning. So if you're interested, take a look. If not, take it easy guys, and I'll see you in the next video.